Good evening, boys. Today is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. And I'm coming to you live from one of my spare bedrooms because for some reason I live in a house where we have 3 spare bedrooms. So if you need a place to stay, let me know and you can come rent a room for me. I am your gracious host, Addy. And as always, thank you for joining me tonight. So, if you are a regular subscriber to this channel and you watch my videos, then you know we have been working on a video game. Tonight, we will continue to work on said video game. And tonight, I really wanted to avoid working on the map. And, okay. All right. Is there anybody who is a Windows expert that can tell me this? Because for some reason, I don't know how this has happened, but somehow when I press the middle mouse button, it pauses YouTube. And this just started a few days ago. Let me look this up. Okay. I think there's something in Windows like universal media controls or something like that. And okay, in Windows, when I press the middle mouse button, it stops YouTube videos even if that window does not have focus. Help. This is annoying AF, as the millennials say, because it is annoying AF. And I would like it to stop. Sounds like the classic case of your middle mouse button being mapped to global media control. Okay, just tell me how to fix it. For Logitech, yeah, this is a Logitech. See, I have one of these like ergonomically correct mouses or something like that. Matthew says, let's make a game. We will. There's a few things I want to do. Okay, I need to turn the mouse highlighter on. I actually need to fix the chat so the chat will show up properly. You guys need to start letting me know when I don't fix the chat because I constantly forget about it. Let me do this. Let me come over here and then there, put that there. And then I wanted to go into the mobile stream and post the desktop link. So let me do that. Join us in the desktop stream, and then I'll put a link there. Perfect. All right, so I've done everything I needed to do except remap this. Okay, open up the Logitech Hub. I think I actually do have that installed. Well, it's called Logi Options is what I have installed. Yeah, I can't move. Okay, thank you. All right, close. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, all right. Okay, so obviously there has to be somewhere. No, I just stop with the AI prompt for fuck's sakes. Actually, let's give it a shot. No, never mind. No, thank you. No. Every fucking thing has AI built into it. And like every time you log into it, like my bank, like, welcome to your new AI assistant, close. Welcome to your new AI pal, close. Do you know what you can do with AI? Like every fucking place is like AI. And like, a few years ago, it was the blockchain. Everybody had to be part of the blockchain. And now it's AI. Everybody has to be with AI. And another thing I'm kind of sick of is I'm kind of sick of people doing demos of basically shit they've told AI to do and of what AI can do. It's infuriating because it provides little value, I think. I don't know. It's like prompt programming, and maybe there is some value to that, and maybe that is something that takes practice and is its own kind of pseudo programming skill, but it's obnoxious. Just stop with the like you want to tell AI to like do this and that. Just stop. Like, you don't need to demo it. And also, it's like every fucking like marketing person thinks that like this, oh my God, this AI thing. And like I can see what they're thinking. Even though sometimes it's just an audio call, I can see the dollar signs in their mind going off. And it's like, homie, if we can ask AI to do this and you think we can sell AI doing that, What's to stop somebody? Why would they buy it from us when they can just ask AI to do the goddamn thing? Like, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's get back. Let's stay on focus. Okay, so let me see. Do I have to remap? Okay, point and scale. Okay, so this is the middle mouse, play and pause. How did that get set? Okay, I want the middle mouse button. What do I want it to do? What if I wanted to do nothing? No, I literally want the middle mouse button to do nothing. How? Okay, middle button. Yes, I want the middle button to do middle button. Perfect. Okay, so let's see if that works. Okay, all right. I think that did it. I maybe I mapped that at some point, but I don't know. Matthew says, yeah, freaking hate that. Stop shoving things in my face. I forget what thing you're talking about. And Pagogi in the mobile room says infuriating. Absolutely. I don't know what you're talking about either, but I'm going to assume it's the AI thing because it's fucking infuriating. Everything. And welcome to, you know what? I'm your new AI YouTube streamer. How's that? Welcome to your new AI YouTube streamer. As a matter of fact, none of you have ever met me. So how do you know I'm not AI? Okay. So, I was playing around with like trying to like I found a great volcanic island. So I'm still I know that like the terrain is like a dangerous rabbit hole to go down when talking about building a video game. But I'm completely in it. I'm in the weeds with this, and I found this island where I was like, oh, that's what I want. It's kind of what I want. I mean, it's more or less what I want. Actually, I think it's better to look in Google Earth. I loaded it up in Google Earth. I guess I accidentally closed it. Let me look at it. But yeah, I want this. And then I was looking at it and I was like, not only would this be cool for my video game, but it might be a cool place to go to also. But it's like in the Philippines or Indonesia. So one of those, where is it? It's, is that Indonesia? Manila. It's the Philippines. Oh, actually, it's actually not that out. It actually might be pretty safe. It's not that far outside of Manila in the Philippines. I know that there are some places. I don't remember if it's the Philippines or Indonesia. I think it's Philippines where there's like the red zones, like literally like it's. Don't get. I'm going to assume it's the Philippines, but they literally have sections that are called like the green zone, the yellow zone, and the red zones, and it's not necessarily for the locals. It's for tourists, and there's like. And that's exactly what they are. The green zones are the safe places to go, and the yellow zones are the so-so places, and then there are the red zones. And there was actually a YouTuber a while back. He was like in one of these islands down here. I don't remember exactly which one, but he was on one of these islands, and like he found like or he didn't find. He like met a Filipino woman, and they got married, and they decided to live where she lived, but she lived in a red zone. But he was kind of stupid about it. Now, I am not victim blaming, because ultimately the guy was kind of kidnapped and he was kind of shot and then he kind of passed away. But so I don't want to victim blame. But it's like that Bill Burr thing where, like, you know, if you get bit by a snake, you have to ask the question, were you fucking with it? Were you poking it with a stick? Were you messing with the snake? Like you gotta ask the question, right? Like why is it bad to ask the question? And so the guy, he's purposely living in the red zone of the Philippines, and not only does he do that, but he's live streaming like his life, which is kind of like an FU. Like, you have to understand, he was an American guy. I think a lot of people from the richer countries, like Americans and a lot of Europeans, especially the younger people, and I don't, because like, oh yeah, people are gonna be like, okay, boomer, whatever. But I think that a lot of younger people from like Europe and the United States, they I don't know that they really have a concept of poverty in other countries. Obviously, there are exceptions. Obviously, there are people of those generations that do have fair concepts of that. You know, they've either lived in it, they've experienced it, they've traveled, whatever the case is. But I think that a lot of people, they don't really understand like the poverty that some people unfortunately live in, like the level of actual poverty that people live in. And so this guy, I think he might have been one of those cases, because it's not like he was living in a castle, but you got to understand, he's living in a place where they have electricity, they have running water. He had a mini duct system up in his bedroom so that when he slept, it was nice and cool in his room. And like that kind of thing alone, which like in the United States or in Europe, that could even be like a lower class home, right? Like a mini duct, like But somewhere like the Philippines, you have a machine in your house mounted to the wall that blows cold air. You're rich. Like, you're rich. And so this guy, he's kind of, I don't want to say flaunting his wealth, but he's streaming all of this, and then he opens a store and he's selling to locals, and it's just, I don't know. And then the people they were like, oh, here's this rich white guy, because if you're white and you travel to some of these poorer areas, even if you're not rich, they're going to see you and they're going to think you're rich, and a lot of times compared to them, you are rich, and bad things happen. So that's a lot to say that I really like this map of this island outside of Manila. I don't know how I got on that tangent. Ayobi Chimmy says, hey, do you know Algeria? Tell me. I have not been to Northern Africa. I have traveled throughout Southern Africa, but I have not traveled to Northern Africa. And actually, I kind of have no interest in traveling to Northern Africa. I would like to I've always wanted to go to Libya. Ever since I read this great book, I think I've talked about this book before. There's this great book called Baghdad Without a Map, and it was about this war correspondent who traveled all over the Middle East and to Libya, which is not the Middle East, but whatever, close enough. And so I've always wanted to go to Libya, but I've never been to Northern Africa. So I'm sorry. Are you from Algeria, Ayobi Chimmy? Ayobi Chimley? Ayob Chimley. Okay. So anyway, so this is, look at this. Like, isn't this a great little island? Like, I think this is great. It's got like the North Point. It's got like a little thing over here, and it's got this little butt sticking out, like this little behind sticking out behind it down here. And then of course it has the volcano in the middle of it. And the thing I like about this is that the volcano is not exceptionally high, right? Like, it's stoned. No, it's not an exceptionally tall volcano. At least as far as I can tell from here. Like, I'm sure, I don't know, but I don't want to confuse it with the scale, because one thing, and maybe Matthew, maybe you can help me answer this question, but when we look at our map, like when we look at this map, like what kind of scale, I guess we can kind of figure it out, right? Like let's see, how many meters tall is the average human? 1.73. I knew it was just shy of 2. So, wait, actually, that doesn't really help me very much. I mean, we can kind of guesstimate, I guess, but it would be great if and I know that the ruler would vary because it all depends on the scale of your resources or of your assets and like how you scale things. So I know that a ruler would kind of like not work. But I guess we can kind of just figure it out. Like, I remember, because I know Unity has a concept of measuring things in units. And I remember trying to stick to like 1 unit equals 1 meter. And like, that's what, like, I guess that's like a good, like, best practice kind of thing. But I don't know how well I have stuck to that or how well we have stuck to it. And, but I would love to know like what the scale of this might be. Let's try to figure that out. So wait a minute. Let me see. So if we go down here, how could we do this? Is there maybe a pragmatic way we could do it? Or what if I draw a line? Let me see. If I do create 2D, no, I don't think a 2D object, because it has to be on the thing. So if we do a plane. Okay, where did the plane go? I just added it. Where is it? Okay. All right. There it is. So what I can do is I can change, I guess that would be the Z. Would that be the Z value? Let me see. 500. Okay. It's not the direction I thought I was going in. Let's just go in the direction I want to go in. Well, first let's look at one. Let's look at one. Let's look at one, right? So would we say that one of these, of course, where is this thing? Oh my God. This entire, like, seriously, can somebody please invent a way to just snap things to the ground in Unity? Like, I don't know where this thing is. This is so infuriating. This is one of the most infuriating things. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. So it looks honestly like, okay, I have a better idea. We can even get a little better with this. We can get a little fancier with this. We can bring our guy, right? We can tilt, we can rotate him. Well, he's already rotated. That would be, I guess that would be the, I also think that would be the Z axis, right? No. Okay. We'll go with this. So let's see. So he's like one, I would say he's like 2.5. He's like 2.5 squares. It takes, he's like, yeah, 2.5 of him is 1 square. Now, okay. So let's see. Let's write this down. Okay. So 1.73 times 2.5. So that means that each square is about 4.3 meters in length, roughly. And this is a square. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Yeah. No. Wait. Scale is 100. Or I'm sorry, scale is 1. So if we go to a scale of 500, let's just see what that does. Okay. Okay, so that's 500 units, 600 units. So somewhere between 500 and 600 units from like end to end of the map. Wait, Matthew's typing up a storm over here. You could do a 3D cube and another that's 0.7 height scale on top of that one for 1.7 meter reference, or just 1.7 height cube. It's the cube you want to use for reference. It's actually 1 by 1 by 1 mesh in Unity units. So if it's 600, so this means that this map is roughly 2,400 meters by 2,400 meters. So that's like almost 2.5 kilometers. Is my math wrong? I don't think so. Let me revisit it again, because when we had a scale of 1, we determined that it took about 1.5, or I'm sorry, it took about 2.5 NP, like lengths of the character to go 1 cube length. So now if I want to extend the whole length of the map, I need roughly 600 cubes. Yeah, I think my math is right. Yeah, 2,500. So, I mean, we could say like 2,600 meters. So about 2.5 kilometers. So now what is that in freedom units? So it's 2595 meters in miles. So that's going to be less than 3. No, yeah. No, it's going to be like 2 miles? Like 1 mile and change? Yeah. 1.6 miles in length. So, because I'm curious to see what the scale is of this island. So let's see. Let's measure. So we said, what did we say? We said like 1.6 miles. Yeah. See, I have no memory. Okay. So let's see. If we go over here. Okay. Where is the? I know that. Okay. Here we go. We got the little ruler up here. Okay. So. Okay, so that's about 500 meters. About 500 meters across. What did I say? Okay, oh, I'm sorry, 5,000 meters across. And I said, okay, so this island across is roughly double the size of what we have, right? Of this. So and again, I'm not looking for like exact measurements. It doesn't have to be like surgically precise. Ghost Lord says, what are you talking about? I wish I knew, man. I wish I knew. All right. But, okay. So this map here for our game is roughly half this. Like if I was to model this island off of this island, I'd basically be cutting the size of this island in half. That's rough, very, very rough. It does not have to, we're not doing open heart surgery. We do not need to have exact down to the millimeter. It is fine if we just guesstimate things. Yeah. So the point of that exercise was that, yeah, I don't know what the point was. But I do like this. I do like this island a lot, and I would love to just like have something like this. Like I like that volcano. I like that volcano quite a lot. Yeah, it's not high. It has a little lake in the middle, and the little lake even has its own little island. Where is it? There's like that place, and is it in Finland or Sweden where it's like it is the most. I don't know how to word it. Like the most reciprocal island in the world, where there's an island that has a lake, that has an island that has a lake, that has an island that has a lake, and there's like this. Let's see. Island with a lake, with an island with a lake. Yeah. There are some online sites that can convert a Google Maps section into a height map texture. That might actually be a good use case. Recursive islands and lakes. See, look, there's a whole wiki page to it. I love the internet. God, I love the internet. Okay, so there's one in Canada. Largest lake island in the world. But I thought, okay, maybe this is the one I was talking about. The largest island in continental Finland. It has shores that to 4 different lakes, but they are not the same level. All right, I don't know. Separated by 1. Yeah. Let's see. Convert Google Map to height map. Let's see how we would do this. Is there a way to get a height map from Google Earth? To convert Google Maps to a height map, use dedicated tools like Tangram Height Mapper to generate grayscale elevation maps. Now, is this going to make me pay? I don't want to pay. Tangram Height Mapper. Okay, okay. This looks free. I like this. Okay, all right. Okay, so wait, is there? How can I put in a name or something, or can I put in coordinates? Apparently, I cannot. So I need to be able to look at this and know exactly where I am going. Okay, I think we can do that. Okay, mainland Manila. It's going to be right south of Taiwan, which is off the coast of China. So this looks, it's probably here. It's very difficult to tell. Okay. No, I don't like this. This is not as easy as I thought it would be. This is actually rather difficult. Okay, map lines. That's going to help. That's going to help a lot. Okay. Here we are. There we go, boys. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Look at that. Look at that. So, okay. Map lines. Okay, so I should be able to kind of just take a snap. Let me see. Let me snipe it. Is there a way to do a sniping of a square? No, that doesn't. Oh, no. Stop. Okay, I'm just going to have to take a large screenshot of it. Okay. Now what? Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. I am such an idiot. Wait. So, since I primarily use Mac, one program that I really like on Windows is Paint.net. Now, I haven't used it in years, but I haven't used it in years because I primarily work on Mac. I don't know if there is a Mac version. I assume there's not. So I go like Paint. I would always just Google Paint.net in the browser, and it would take me, I forget the name of the website, but it was always the same website. But now I just realized I'm on Windows. I can actually use the actual program. But it's going to try and get me to download some shit that's not actually the program. Price paid free. Okay. Well, what? But see, this is the thing. Look at this. There's like 6 different download links. What the hell am I downloading? Okay, I'm going to assume this link. Look at that. Look, this is download management tools. Click download. Free download. Like free image software. Like what the fuck? Where do I download it? Download now. Like if it's an ad telling me to download, I do not download to use extension free. Click down. Like I literally do not know where to fucking download. No. Oh my fucking God. Where do you download this? Free download now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Matthew says, I use paint.net all the time. It's so useful. It's great. It's really great. Yeah, I hate the part of the site. Ad blocker would remove most of those. Click the link at the top right. Okay. All right. That is infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. Okay, so is this an yeah, it says install. I'm assuming it's an installer. But it was SourceForge. Remember, like, this might be before your time, Matthew, because I think this was like 15 years ago, where SourceForge, which is basically like one of the original, it's like it's like old school GitHub, right? And but they were. And so they have very similar tools. They have build to, what the fuck is this doing? Oh, it needs to continue. But it has very similar like infrastructure, like very similar concepts to GitHub. And so what you could do is you could have you put your source code on SourceForge, and then you can build installers with your source code, much like you can do with like GitHub Actions or something like that. However, SourceForge got major shit, as they should have, because what they were doing when programs were building their installers, they were kind of doing like it wasn't like it's done today with GitHub Actions where you kind of pragmatically do it. You like write the code. It was very much a kind of like drag and drop kind of configuration thing. And so what they were doing is they were kind of hijacking that process, and they were putting like adware and shit into it. So these people who were hosting their code, trying to produce installers that people could download, and then people go download something, and now they've inadvertently injected a bunch of fucking adware into the installer, so it gets installed with the open source projects program. And of course that created a mass exodus of SourceForge. People left SourceForge in droves, and it's never recovered. And honestly, I'm glad. It's fucking trash. It is such trash. SourceForge controversy. Yeah, the rise and fall and resurgence. There's a resurgence. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I remember trying to use SourceForge, and God, it must have been like 2005. It was ages ago. And it was like, and you couldn't, it was very difficult. It was because you had to do the whole like private key upload certificate and do this. And it was a pain in the ass. It was a huge pain in the ass. Does anybody actually still use SourceForge? I would not be surprised if SourceForge was somehow just like copying code off of GitHub and being like, oh, hey, it's hosted on here. Open source software. Let's see. Okay. Supposedly they have nearly 200,000 projects. MongoDB, Atlas. XAMPP? No, there's no way XAMPP is hosted on here. No. Well, it's Apache. Okay, I didn't realize XAMPP was Apache. So maybe, like, I can kind of get that. Let me see. Where's the source code? Like, surely there's like some source code link. Apparently not. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. Point is, SourceForge completely. It takes, what is it? It's like it can take decades to build a reputation. It takes minutes to destroy it, and that's exactly what SourceForge did. Okay. So let's stay focused. The goal is paint.com or paint.net. Yeah, let's just do Express. Although, is that going to install some shit? Because this is fucking Windows. Like, and it's very easy to get a bunch of garbage installed on Windows. All right. Let's install them, boys. No, I hate this version of this song. Where the hell is Not Sure? Once again, he's not here. I'm pissed. No, I'm not pissed. I'm not really pissed. People are allowed to have their own life. What? This is as bad as installing Adobe Paint Shop. Like, okay, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, yes, start it. His new job has destroyed him. It really has. I'm going to find out where he works and get him fired so he comes back full time stream viewer. That's what he needs to do. Okay. No, I'm joking. I would never do that. Okay. Oh, I like how the yellow is actually part of the. I think we can crop that out though. I think we'll be all right. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Expand canvas. Yes. Okay. And then I know you can't. Oh, no, I don't want to resize. I want to crop. Now, it has been a long time since I've used this, but I can't imagine that there have been major advancements in other than like, oh, use our new AI assistant. Okay, I'm holding down shift. That's good to know that that still works. Okay, I think I can do a little bit better, though. Okay, so supposedly that is a square. So let's crop that. Crop to selection. Okay. That is what? 640 by 648 by 648. It tells me right down at the bottom. Okay. And then we can save this. Can we save it as a raw? I'm curious. Apparently not. Okay. That's all right. Volcanic Island. Desktop. Okay, volcanic island.png. Perfect. Okay, okay, all those options are good. He's prioritizing his job over us. And like honestly, like that is wrong. That is wrong. He should not be doing that. He should not be doing that. Okay. Now, we've saved it as a PNG. And we tried that. Let's see. PNG to RAW converter. Let's try another one. Let's try the second one. Select format. We want RAW. Okay. Easy. Easy. Convert. Okay. Download. Okay. Okay. All right. So it does kind of look like a butthole, as Not Sure would say. That's fine. Butthole Island can be a thing. All right. So, okay. Now, let's try this again. Let's just select a tile like this one. Yeah, let's select this one. And let's actually look at the options we have. All right. Height map resolution. But it was 648 by 648. Oh, dear. Okay. Let's resize it. I'm afraid that's going to distort it. Well, let's see what happens. Terrain size. Let's just see what happens if we do it like this. So I was wondering, like, is it maybe since we have set the terrain height to 512, is it like rendering below the map essentially? Matthew says, I know this is a critical moment, but I'll be back in 10 minutes. You're the worst. Let's do this. Let's do a new scene. I'm scared. I haven't worked with a new scene in ages. Wait a minute. We should use a new terrain, just one tile, and test the raw map. Yeah, I know. All right. I probably need to do this. New scene. I guess we'll do basic URP. Okay. Easy. All right. So now I got to add a terrain, right? 3D object, terrain. Perfect. Okay. So, we'll call it terrain. And then go here. We'll go ahead. We'll add it in. Okay, 512. Okay, let's just import it, see what happens. Import. I did nothing. At least I can't see that it did anything. It doesn't look like it did anything. I'm going to resize it to 512. Image. Resize. 512. Okay, so resize it, save it. Okay. Height resolution map. I don't know why the height resolution coordinates are off by 1, but is what it is. Control texture, base texture resolution. We're going to go with 512. Okay, import raw. Okay. Terrain size. Let's just go 5. No. 512. 512. Import. Nothing. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop the music using a height map in Unity. Importing a height map in Unity. Okay. All right. Creating a terrain from a height map. Unity tutorial. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's muted.
Terrain from real world.
Okay, start over.
Hi guys, today
Hi.
we're going to look at how we can create realistic looking terrain from real world height data.
That's what I want.
Okay, we'll start by creating a 3D project in Unity Hub.
Okay, thank you. All right, we did that. All right, do we have to sit through all of this?
Previously, we've looked at how to sculpt terrain by hand. But in this video, we're going to look at an alternative using images known as height maps.
Okay, that's what I'm here for. You don't need to explain it.
Higher areas.
You don't need to explain it.
That allows you to create height maps of the real world.
Okay.
It will work just as well in Unity. It allows us to select the area. Icon and
okay, so 80% of this is just about okay. Okay.
To do this, we'll go to Window Package Manager.
What's the package?
Then we'll select the Unity registry as the source. The terrain tools are still in preview, so we'll need to click on the cog and open the Advanced Project Settings.
Wait. Let me back up for a second. Where's the package? I was looking for the package manager the other day. I couldn't find it. Oh, it's right there. Okay. So wait, what, apparently she wants to download something. Let's see.
To do this, we'll go to Create Terrain from this image. We need to add the Terrain Tools package. To do this, we'll go to Window Package Manager. Then we'll select the Unity registry as the source. The terrain tools are still in preview, so we'll need to click on the cog and open the advanced project settings.
All right, terrain tools. Okay, install. Is this the project that Not Sure said adds like 2 gigs to? Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. If Not Sure was here, he'd be turning over in his grave. Oh, man. Maddie Locust says, hi, can I get a shout out? Hi, so true. Yes, yes, you can get a shout out. All right, so is this the thing that adds like 2 gigs? Is it? It's kind of feeling like it. The terrain. Okay. Okay. We'll reload. That's fine. All right. Let's continue on with the tutorial.
We'll click Enable Preview Packages.
Okay. No, we don't need to do that. I've installed it. I got it installed. Thank you.
But we have a video. Go to Window, Terrain, Terrain Toolbox.
Okay. So I can go to. Okay. So I've installed this. I can go to Window, Terrain. Where is terrain? Terrain toolbox. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. All right. All right. Import height map. I assume that's where she's going to go with this. I assume that's where it's going. Okay. Easy. Okay. So import. Okay. Global height map mode. Global. Use raw file. What if I don't? Okay. Well, wait. Okay. Okay.
We'll then check the Import Height Map checkbox and expand this section.
Yes.
We'll select the height map texture.
Wait, it has to be a texture? Okay, so I guess that just means I need to just drag it in here, right? So it can be it can be the PNG, I would assume, right? And then okay. Height map, remap, min, max. Okay, flip. Okay, okay, okay. I don't see a do it button. Oh, create. Oh, well, we got something. I mean, it's something. I don't know how this got there. Okay. Wait a minute. What do we have here? Okay. All right. It seems a little wrong. I don't like this tool. I don't like it. I think we should just build it by hand. I mean, that just created a mess. Like, the peaks are not that dramatic. And also, why is there this plane up here? I don't like this. Oh, wait, maybe the peaks are kind of dramatic. Look at that. Look how bright white that is. But I guess you can probably control that to some extent. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see something. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Oh, did it resize it because... Oh, I think I know what happened. I think I can probably delete this. Now I can go and I can click create. Okay, that makes sense. Now, I don't know why it's still so high up. Let's undo that. Let's make the minimum even less and try creating it from there. Okay, I mean, that looks better, but it doesn't look high enough. That's the problem. It almost feels like the... I mean, that doesn't look terrible. We could probably make it a little higher. Let's go to 100. 102. Close enough. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. But I feel... Yeah, I guess not. And then we add a water plane. Let's see. Let's try. But how big of a map is it creating? I have a feeling it's creating a map the size of the image. Does that make sense? But wait, maybe there's some. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay. So what did we say? We said like 2,500, right? 2,500. Terrain height was 512 is what we want. Start position, tilt. Okay. All of that, tiles. Okay. So create. Wait. 255, 512. Okay. Min is going to be 0. Or is min going to be 512? I think min's going to be 512. And then max, let's just do 124. Because no, that's not going to be right. That's not going to be right. I think we use this as a good starting point for the island shape, and we'll have a good manual for the rest. Yeah, I mean, I see that. Let me see. Let's go to 750. So wait, but the minimum, we would actually want the minimum below 512. Okay, so if 512 is the water level, we would want, let's say, 256. Well, we don't know if it would be the water level. So let me see. How would I? Let me see. Where's the water? Where's the water? There's the water. Okay, let's drag this in, and then I think we can just scale it. That's really big. Okay, where's the blue? Where's the blue? Why isn't it blue? Well, God forbid I know if it's like, you know, why can't I see the blue? Why isn't it blue? Did I drag the wrong thing in? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, water block. That's the prefab. Okay. Where's the blue? I don't know where the blue is. Change layer from default to water. What layer? Layer. Ah. Oh, okay. Bye, Nay. All right. I mean, I don't hate it. Why? So wait, 250? I mean, that's not terrible. But the problem is, okay, so how would I put this into the other scene, or how would I bring the assets of the, oh, I guess I could drag everything over. Right? Like the building? Well, no. Like why is programming so hard? Min should be at 0 so we don't have to move all our existing environment buildings. But no, I don't think min should be at 0. Should it? Because okay, no, because the min is saying that the black of the image, which is this. Okay, let me think about this. So the black of the image is the sea floor, is the sea level. So maybe that is 0, and then the water would be at 0. Well, no, the water would have to be at 1. But then you have no depth in the water. Like if we wanted to sculpt the water down, because we're going to have swimming in submarines in the game too. I'm just trying to understand. Huh. Maddie Locust says, you are so right. I usually am. I try to tell my wife that, but she doesn't believe me. Huh. Let me see. I mean, I don't hate what it's done here, right? Like I don't hate it. It's just that the colors seem a little dramatic. So maybe if we go back to that site where we created it. Let's see. Where was that? Did I close that window already? No. Can we fool with it here? Include ocean data. Ooh. Okay. I don't see any. Doesn't seem like a big difference there. Map lines, map labels, export. Okay. Render multiplier. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that does. Render. Oh, wait. No. Potential image size with 2 times zoomed in, render 4 megs, estimated 3,400. Okay. Wait, what? What do you do? Oh, it's sampling, I guess. Okay, so wait, what did that do? I literally just took a screenshot. I did it in the poor man's way. What? What? No. I think I prefer my method better. I don't know what that is. Okay. I think part of the problem is that I opened it with paint.net. Let me see. If I download it, downloads. Okay, no, I don't. Yeah, like I think paint.net's open in some weird image. Okay, let me see. If I open with. No, I don't want to open with. There we go. Thank you. Open with photos. No, that's just how it got rendered. Okay, weird. Is it because I moved it or something maybe? Okay, let me see. If we go here, render. Okay, so it's going to be render 1. Photos. And it looks better. I wonder. Oh, no. I was going to say I resized it. So let's try this. Let's try render PNG. Let's try putting that into Unity and see what happens. So let's get rid of all of this. Easy. Okay, let's leave the water block actually. But let's delete the terrain. Okay. And now, oh gosh, where did I put the other one? Oh gosh, darn it. I don't, oh wait, I might still be in the folder. Okay, Volcanic Island. Let's see if I'm just going to drag this over. Okay. Surrender. Put that in there. Ooh, it looks skewed. Okay. The inputted height map resolution of 249 by 125 does not match the selected height map resolution. The generated height map will resize. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's going to resample the. Okay, let's just see what happens. Well, apparently, that's not an option. Height map resolution per tile is not. I don't want it per tile. Okay, let's do this. Let's open it with paint.net, my new favorite program. Open. And then let's do a square selection area, which is going to be, it's going to fight me, but that's fine. Can I move this? No, that's not what I want to do. No, stop. doesn't look like a square. Okay, so it's okay. I was holding shift down. Is shift not the? Yeah, it's fighting me. I swear that doesn't look like a square, but what do I know? Okay, crop to selection. It tells me it's 2237 by 2237. Okay, so let's save that. Oh, don't do this to me. Just save it. Why do you have to ask me all these questions? And like, look at this. You're gonna have all these like little imperfections in there. Okay, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just fucking do it already. God. All right, so let's just calm down. Calm down. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Use your words. It's going to be okay. Okay, the create button is back. Let's see what happens. I don't know that that's any better. I mean, it's not terrible though, right? I mean, because we can always manually change it. Let's see. No. Let's move the water block down. Okay. All right. Let's close this scene. Let's open up the others. Let's go back to the other scene. Don't save. Okay. I'm just curious. This is what undo was made for. Okay. Go. I feel like I could get it to work. Right? Can you? Oh, you can. Okay. But what controls? How do I ask what I want to ask? What controls what is the ground? Like, okay, if I erased all the green and then did this and then pressed play, I know that the things that are not static and that have physics are going to fall. Will they hit this terrain and stop falling? I don't remember. I mean, but granted, I added a terrain ages and ages ago, so I don't remember. Let me see. We're getting close. Max height is too high. We are getting close. Okay. Let me. So, or environment, terrain root. What if I just delete these? Okay. I don't think I wanted to do that, but it's fine. That's why you have source control. It's fine. And then. Okay, wait, what? Terrain. Create. Okay, it should be bigger. It needs to be a lot bigger. It needs to be like twice the size. So let's try 5,000, which I think is what we kind of set earlier. I'm going to leave terrain height at 512 for now. And let's create. Okay. So maybe we can just move it. That's why the Unity gods made the arrows, but apparently they are not. Oh, wait, I got to select it. Okay, here we go. Easy. It still needs to be bigger, interestingly enough. Let's go to 7,500. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be bigger, but I want to try and get it about the size that it was. Okay, that's a little too big, I think. How's nav mesh going to be like this? Okay, Matthew says make it huge. Okay. Let's go with 6,500. Okay. Maybe we'll go with 6,000 and then we'll stop there. No, I think maybe we'll stop here. I think that's close enough. And we know 6,500. Okay. So this water plane, I am going to deactivate that one because that's just going to confuse things. And then let's see. Whoops. No. Undo. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I moved the deactivated water plane. Okay, so let's do this. If the y is negative 10. Oh, no, I want it to be closer to infinity. So negative 20, negative 25, negative 30. Let's go a little back in the other direction. So let's go to like 27.5, not 0.5. I don't know what that is. Okay, we need to be a little, so 28. That's very close to what I want. Let's try 29. That's so close. 0.5 closer. Why was 30 wrong? Why did I? Okay, I think 30 is okay. Well, that's 30.5. 32. 30. No. But we can always manually change what we want. So I need to remember that. 25. But I'm not happy with these numbers. Right? Like the y of the terrain should be 0. Or am I just being too picky? Maybe I'm being too picky. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, no, wait. I don't. Okay, 0 is completely underwater. 10. Oh, wait. Negative 10. Negative 10. Oh, I kind of like that. The only thing I don't like about that is that the middle of the volcano is not water, but we can fix that separately. Okay, so let's go to 12. Oh, that's so close. It's so close to what I want. 11. 12. 11. 12. 11.5. I think that's perfect. Okay. So. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave it to Matthew to deal with the nav mesh area. Oh, wait. Okay. So, okay. Where? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's go to the terrain. Let's go to, terrain. Let's do set height. I feel like I have more options. Is that because of the terrain tools? Is the terrain tool, wait a minute. Is terrain tools, is that going to be added to my source control? Oh my God. At work tomorrow. Oh God. Oh Jesus. I have to host because remember how I mentioned that like we need, like I recommended that we get back on a sprint cadence. And of course, since I recommended it, I'm responsible for it. And so tomorrow, we're having our third, but I've promised that this is the final, but this is the third big room planning. Now, are you familiar with big room planning? It's terrible. It's a nightmare. This is the third one. Now, I've kept them to 2 meetings or 2-hour meetings. So this is the third 2-hour meeting. And in the invite, I said this will be the last one as a big group. If another meeting is necessary, we will have them with smaller audience as needed. But it's just, I got to do this again. Like, why am I doing this? Why? I'm a fucking programmer. But no, I'm doing the job of a fucking scrum master now because nobody else is going to do it. That's why. And we need it. Like, we need some semblance of rhythm. Like, we have no rhythm. Everything's just chaos right now. We have no rhythm. We have no discipline. And like, we're kind of starting to get leadership. Like, I'm part of the leadership. Me and this other guy are part of the leadership, but it's like we're leading, but we're not leading on a path, right? Like, we're just kind of like, oh yeah, keep like, it's just like, yeah, just keep standing around. Just keep standing around. And if you see something to work on it. That sounds great. Just keep standing around. That's going to get you nowhere. You're not going to go forward. We need to actually move forward. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And it's just like, why? That's not my job. I don't want it to be my job. Anyway, okay, this is a lot of stuff, but this does not, it looks like it just changed like the manifest file, which I'm guessing is saying like add terrain tools. Yeah, terrain tools. So this is like, like the NPM package, whatever file. So that's what that seems like. Okay, so what we can do, and this is not necessarily the final version. We might end up deleting all this and doing it over again. What I want to do, I knew I had added this a long time ago and then it went away. Look at this. This is beautiful. Okay, brush size. Okay, what I want to do is I want to set the height. So it's shift to select the height and then paint under it. I want to paint under the town, and for giggles I want to run the game. Now I suspect nothing's really going to work that well because we have no nav mesh anymore, but I just want to see if we just fall through the floor or if like we actually have a ground. Now I guess I should probably have zoomed in to make sure that, like, well, wouldn't you know it, it kind of works. Like, things kind of work. Will you chase me? They'll even chase me. So I guess it's using like a pre-existing nav mesh, if I had to guess. Yeah, I mean, obviously that is what it's doing since we didn't rebake. So there's a nav mesh that already exists, and since the nav mesh is not very complicated where we're at, it's not up and down per se, it's just flat, so I guess that makes sense as to why it's going to work. And then I guess even like the guy who's patrolling probably is going to work too. Let's see. Well, that's not the guy that's patrolling. Oh yeah, he's patrolling just fine. So that's not terrible. Okay, this could work. I mean, I think it's kind of perfect like it is right here. I mean, the only thing missing from this really is just if we just add a little bit of a head there, and then we just make it a little bulging there, and then there you go. There you go. What is there? There's like one of those laws on the internet that like if you can build a penis, if you can build a penis in it, somebody will. So it's something like that, like one of those things. Can we just keep the suicide NPCs as a feature? Now look here. I understand you're a millennial, and maybe you did that for me. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't say the word suicide for me, for like the algorithm or whatever. Just say, I fucking hate this. Like, oh well, they self-deleted or they unalived. Like, it's like, because like you're just shifting, and I'm not talking about you specifically, Matthew. I'm talking about the culture. It's like you're just kicking the can down the road. That's all you're doing. Because how long is it until unalive is considered bad, and you can't say unalive anymore? And so it's just kicking the can down the road. That's all it's fucking doing. I hate that shit. No, I did that for YouTube. Happy to say it personally. Thank you. And while I'm at it, if you are listening, I see there's a couple of people in the mobile, there's a couple people on the desktop. If you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, it helps. It does help, even though I've said the word suicide. Give the video a like. It does help get the video recommended. Okay, how do we want to proceed from here? I feel like we have been emboldened, and maybe we try some other height maps, right? Like, I mean, I was looking at volcanic islands. Oh, I was also looking at like commanders pictures. My football team, my American football team won over the weekend, but I know that you knew that, Matthew, because I know now you are a very huge a very huge American football fan, as you should be. But they won, and so I'm very happy about that. Okay, so this is an interesting looking island. It has like a volcano inside the volcano. Agoshima. So obviously it's in Japan somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. So it's like south of Tokyo in the middle of that is a really neat little island. Is there an airport? I'm just curious to see if there's an airport there. Yes, use this here. I don't think that's it. That's as far as I can zoom in. That's a neat looking island. But what island was I just looking at? I was probably looking at one. Yeah, I was looking at this one here. So you probably have to fly there and then take a ferry there. That'd be really cool. I want to go to Japan. Like, I want to go to Japan. Like, my wife was asking me, she was like, well, because I told her that today, by the way, today, in case you didn't know, and this is what I told my wife, today is my half birthday. So today is exactly 6 months from my last birthday and 6 months to my next one. Since my birthday is March 24th and today is September 24th, it is my half birthday. I am 25 and a half years old. And but I was telling her, I was like, today's my half birthday. And I was jokingly saying to her, like, what did you get me? And, but she was like, well, what are you going to do for your actual birthday? And I was like, I don't know. I kind of want to go to Mongolia. And, so I'm like, but I really want to go to Japan too. But like, I think I said a couple streams ago that like Mongolia is kind of like the only real place that I want to go to that I haven't been to yet. Of course, there's Russia and there's Antarctica, but those are kind of like fantasy land. But like realistic land, Mongolia is like one of them. Anyway, I don't know why I said that. After this stream, I will get served self-help ads. Yeah, probably. And my stream will get recommended to no one. Okay, where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Okay, we were going to try this little island here. So let's go back to that website. I'm going to pin this. Actually, I'm going to bookmark it. And then, okay, let's go. Okay. We had, when my wife was in the hospital, or when she had that surgery thing on Monday, we had this nurse. And okay. And she would just say, okay. Now, and you need to take these medicines every 12 hours, okay? And then you're going to take this medication, but you only want to take it once a day, okay? Like, oh, Jesus. Okay. Apparently that's as far in as I can zoom, I guess. Well, that's not fun. What was the name of that island? I'm just curious to see how far apart, or let me see. Open in maps. Measure distance. 1 mile. So I don't know why it's giving me a hard time about that place. Let's look at other ones. Online or I don't know. Height map generator. 10 gram. Height map generator from Google Maps. Generating height maps from Google Earth unsupported. All right, let me see. Okay, I think this is linking back to the Yeah, this is linking back to the same thing. So I guess we would be how far what it was 1.6 miles. No. Fuck. I already forgot how much it was. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Okay, yeah, it was 1.6 miles. I'm gonna bookmark that. So let's see. So that's kind of like our kind of starting point. So islands, roughly 1.6 miles in diameter. Let's look. Ugh. All right. Grok. Give me a list of islands that are approximately, which I'm not going to spell out, 1.6 miles in diameter. A goddamn nerve of not sure. Okay, Camino. Let's see. Okay, let's look at. Okay, generate a list of links to Google Maps for each one. Okay. It's very flat. Yeah, it's very flat. Oh, this. Oh, you're very boring. Come on, we need some. Okay, that island's gone. I guess that island disappeared. It was global warming. Global warming took that island. Oh, another one. Another one swallowed by global warming. I mean, it is an atoll after all. I've always wanted to visit an atoll. I've not been to an atoll yet. I need to go back, and I just need to spend an extended period of time in the South Pacific. Is what I need. I hate hot weather. I detest hot weather. Hot weather is disgusting. However, I kind of love the South Pacific. I do. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but I love it. I love the South Pacific. I loved Fiji more than I loved Tahiti, but I loved them both. All right, so I think all of these islands kind of suck. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. How about a list of mountainous islands approximately 2 miles in diameter? Let's see what we got here. Oh, come on. Just I want the response on the right. Just give me the one on the right, okay? Okay, I prefer it. Just let me click it. Jesus. I really like the one you have. I do too. But I've realized something. I have learned something about myself in all these years, in all 25 and a half years that I've been alive, is that I am the product. Now, this is going to sound very like Andrew Tate-ish. Maybe not that bad, but it's going to sound like along those lines of like the manosphere. I I have I have a lot of traits, of a lot of female traits in some ways. And one of them is I'm very hypergamous in that I'm always looking for something better. That probably explains why it took me 45 years to get married. Okay. Ooh, kind of like that one. There's an elementary school on this one? No. Why is it blurred out? Okay, that's weird. And it's just this school island. I don't even see any houses. There's just schools on this island. That's all it is. Nobody lives on this island. People just ferry over to go to school. My God, literally, there's like maybe 20 houses and it's got 2 schools. That's crazy. Where's that at? That's Papua New Guinea. Yeah. That was nuts. Now I've lost the island, never to be seen again. Okay, what's this? I like this one. Is this one? I don't hate that one. It does look very flat. That's okay. I don't hate this one either. That one leaves a little to be desired. Okay, well, wait a minute. Maybe I was a little... Okay. I don't hate that. Programming really makes us look older. All the stress in Scrum meetings. Oh my God, dude. And like literally, so 8:30 tomorrow, which is fine. I'm an early riser. Like my wife and I, we both we're usually up. Like the house is usually humming along by 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like we're both very early risers. And I was literally, I end this stream at 9 o'clock and I'm probably asleep most nights by 10. We're very early to sleep. My wife sometimes takes it a little to the extreme. She usually gets out of bed at 4:30, and then on the weekends she'll sleep until 9. Oh my God! And my buddy, so David, the one who always calls me, or at least used to always call me on stream. So he calls me. He's a bartender. That's how I met him. I met him because I was a regular at this bar, and he was the bartender, and we just kind of struck up a friendship. And so he's kind of he's a young guy. He's a younger guy. He's 36, 37 now. So he's a younger guy. Is that safe for work, what you sent me, Matthew? What you pasted in there? I'm going to click it, but I'm going to click it on the Naughty Boy screen. Oh, here we go. Being a developer, not stressing at all. John, 26 years old. Yep. No, but my buddy David, so he's a bartender, and he's 36, 37. And he's been kind of I want to find something different. Being a bartender was supposed to be a young man's thing. And now that I'm pushing 40, I want to he wants a career is what he wants. And so he tells me how where I live, it is data center central. There are data centers being built everywhere. And I have a feeling it's going to come to I have a feeling it's going to crash at some point. But some point probably in the next 5 years. But for the time being, there's data centers everywhere. Huge data centers. And so he's telling me about this electrician job. But he's not an electrician, but it's an apprenticeship, right? And it's a 6-month apprenticeship. And then after 6 months, they'll hire him on as a full-time electrician. And then obviously he can take that experience with him if he ever leaves that job and goes on to become, then now I'll basically have the requirements. And there is some certification that they sponsor him for. So he's a certified electrician. I don't know what the certifications are, but whatever. So I'm oh, cool. And so I'm well, what are the hours? Now, you got to understand, David's a bartender. So David is used to working in the evenings. He's used to coming home and going to bed at 3 a.m., 2 or 3 a.m., kind of like Matthew. And I don't know how Matthew does it, but, that's what David's used to. And he's oh, it's 5 to 2. And I'm 5 p.m.? And he's no. I'm really? And he's yeah. I'm fuck. So his first day of orientation was today. And he's well, I don't have to be there until 6 today. He didn't have to be there until 6. And I was PM? No. Okay. Still early. And so he calls me on his lunch break and he's I'm dying. And I'm because he was supposed to, he gets off at 2 o'clock and he was supposed to come over to my house because he needed to do something. So he was going to come over here. And so he calls me. He's I don't think I'm coming over. And I'm let me guess. You're going to go home and go right to bed. And he's yep. And I was you realize if you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to go home, you're going to go to bed, You're probably going to sleep for 6 or 7 hours. You're going to wake up at 10 p.m. fully rested and completely fucked. And he's like, I don't care. I'm like, all right. So he calls me on his way home, or he calls me like a couple hours after he leaves. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm going to work. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I decided to pick up a shift at the restaurant, bartending. I'm like, wait, you have to be back at 6 o'clock tomorrow at the electrician thing. And he's like, no, I got to be there at 5. And you're going to bartend? Yeah. Are you closing? Yeah. Well, what time's closing? Well, bar closes at 11. I should probably be home by midnight. What the fuck are you? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, well, I thought about what you said and you were right, because if I go home, I'm just going to fall asleep and then I'm going to be up all night and I'll be screwed. So I decided to work. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it's like, he's telling me this and I'm stressing out. I'm like stressing out on his behalf. Like I'm stressed just thinking about this. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be good. All right, whatever. Okay, that's my David story. Okay, let's get back to drawing the penis. The island. Okay, so Matthew said that you liked this one we have. Maybe we do stick with it. I liked it too. I do kind of want to make some adjustments to it. I am concerned about making those adjustments because I don't know how to make them and make sure that those adjustments still look natural. Let's try. Let's see. How did we do this? 6,500. Let's delete this. Oh shit. Okay. So that was a negative 11.5. All right. I'm going to type that out. A negative 11.5. Okay, so, it's not going to be the same, anything we do. Okay, so I wanted to try. Let's just make this huge. 8,000. Okay. Terrain height. I still don't understand the terrain height thing. Okay, terrain height. I'm going to defy Matthew. I'm going to try a minimum of... I'm going to go against Matthew's advice. I'm going to do a minimum of 50. I'm going to do a height of 600. Max, I mean. Oh, wait, what happened? I don't know why this got removed. The inputted height map's resolution of 2049 does not match the selected height map resolution. What? The generated height map will be resized to 513 to 513. Okay. What are these other options? Terrain settings, load settings, terrain utilities, terrain edit. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Create. Okay. Might have made it a little too big. All right, so let's shrink it. Let's see, that was 8,000. Before we were at 6,000. Let's meet in the middle at 7,000. So let's nuke that. 7,000, 7,000. No, not 700. 7,000, 7,000. Create. Maybe I had it right the first time. Maybe not. This might... Wait. All right. We're going to do it over here. 80? No. I want to bring it up. 70. 60. Okay. 65. Okay. Okay. 62. 61. 64. 63. Is everything just gonna? I mean, I can see that some of the buildings are like in the terrain. It looks like. Oh, we're sloping down. Okay, that's cool. Okay, wait. Let me move this out of the way. I don't want to close it, but let's just move it out of the way. Okay. That's the bridge. I don't hate it. Like, I kind of like it. I mean, it's got like these nice islands. It's got these mountains out in the distance. So how do I add a texture to this? I mean, I know I can paint it, but I know there's a way also to... Let's do this. Branch. Dev. Terrain 7. Oh, it looks like I could have been in terrain 6. Oh well, whatever. We're skipping 6. Okay. First add texture. First added texture will be the base texture. Okay. Is that under paint? Smooth paint texture? It's been a while since I've done this. Add the layer. Hi, baby. Oh, my wife needs a hug. What's wrong? Oh, how are you feeling? Are you going to shower?
No, I want to sleep.
Okay, stinky girl.
Surgery.
She hasn't showered since Sunday.
I have a surgery.
They know you had surgery. They know. All right. All right, I'll be in soon. Okay. I don't hate this. Don't hate it at all, honestly. And then, are you harding my wife, Matthew? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, wait a minute. We got this over here. Okay. I kind of want the water. No. Let's just be happy with what we have. That's a lesson. That's a hard thing to do. I forgot why I was talking about being a hypergamous. Oh, it's because I wanted another map. I'm sorry, green guy. I know you're in the... I know that probably hurts. I know. I wonder if the patrol guy... Okay, I'm going to start over because I'm going to see what the patrol guy is doing. Okay, I got to follow him. Oh, shit. I'm stuck. Oh, my God. Oh, God damn it. I wanted to follow him. Oh, God damn it. I'm stuck. Oh, shit. And he's coming back because he heard the gunshots. And now they're all coming back to kill themselves. No, that's not what I wanted. Ah, Jesus. That was kind of funny, though. Because I haven't fixed, they're still shooting themselves. So he hears the other guy shooting. The guy who's walking away, he hears them shooting. And so he comes back to start attacking, to help out his buddies. And he just starts shooting himself too. Wait. Oh, shit. No. Okay. All right. All right, let me see. Oh, shit. I forgot there's guards over there too. Okay, that I was curious to know if he would walk into the terrain or if he would like go up the terrain. And he walked into the terrain, which is interesting because that means that I guess that means that the nav mesh has a higher priority. I'm using quote marks, has a higher priority than the terrain, the collision detection of the terrain, which is interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there's a logical reason for that. What is this? There's a line. I think it goes over here too. I think that's just part of the wait, where did it go? Yeah. I think that might have been an artifact of the height map we used. Remember, I saw that line? I think that's what that is. But God, that's hilarious. That guy's just walking through the terrain. But that is interesting but I find that interesting that he goes through the terrain. Like I said, so the nav mesh, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's probably doing some like set X, Y, and Z. And if the Z, it's not going to be like, oh, well, the Z is less than the terrain's Z, so I better set it to the terrain Z. I guess it makes sense why you would not do that. Is the nav mesh box I made for the town? I think so. I guess I can. It's been a long time. Can I look at that? I don't know how to look at it. AI agents hate leaving the nav mesh. They're kind of forced to stay in it. Yeah. Now, what is this? This is like a Great Wall of China. Now, let's see if I can. Okay, let me see. I'm going to come over here. Easy. Let's set height. No, let's lower the terrain. No. Oh, wait, that was raising the terrain. Let me see. No, that doesn't get rid of it. What is that thing? Okay, let me just try selecting it. No. Wait. I just want the arrow. Okay, wait. What is this thing? How can I select it? How do I just get an arrow pointer? That's all I want. I just want an arrow pointer to just select it. What is it? It's like you ever see the old movie 2010? It's your measuring stick plane. Oh, it is. Oh, you're right. God damn it, Matthew. Always being right. Always knowing what's going on. Jesus Christ. Fucking English, I swear. All right. No, did you ever see the movie 2010? The sequel to 2001, which oddly enough, I've never seen 2001. I've only seen 2010. There's that like monolith thing, the obelisk, obelisk. It is bizarre. It is kind of bizarre how many like obelisks there are in just like random towns. And it's not like they're ancient artifacts, just like an obelisk that was built in probably the last like 5 years. No, not 2010. It's like the sequel to 2001 Space Odyssey. Is it 2010 Space Odyssey? Yeah, this one. 2010 Space Odyssey. 1984. Yeah, that's right. It's an old movie. It's an old movie. Even by my standards, it's an old movie. God, look how old the actors are that were in it. Like this guy, I remember him. He's 80. Oh, I was going to say, is he alive? I thought he died. He is dead. John Lithgow. John Lithgow's got to be close to 80. Oh. How far have you gotten in the Leftovers? Oh, I'm still loving the Leftovers. Nearly done with season 1. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a good show. Okay. So, how do we want to do? Justin Lynch, my buddy Justin says, I own it, but I haven't watched it. Are you talking about 2010? Space Odyssey with John Lithgow? I don't remember John Lithgow being in 2010 A Space Odyssey. I remember Rob Schneider. I remember the computer guy, this guy over here on the right-hand side. What happened to my... Every now and then the mouse highlighter just stops working. But this guy here, Bob Bobalan, like he was the computer guy in the movie. I remember that. I don't remember Helen Mirren being in it. I don't remember John Lithgow being in it. So I'm talking about 2010, the sequel to 2001. John Lithgow. Oh, okay. I kind of do remember this. He starts hyperventilating. It's from 1984, okay? So before you start judging the special effects, it's from 1984. Just remember that.
How do you say stupid?
Oh, that guy's the Russian guy. Yeah, he's Russian.
The same thing happened to me the first time I did this.
How many times have you done this? Once. I swear I remember that joke. Anyway, that's a good movie. I like in 2001. So the original one, 2000, I think it's 2001 A Space Odyssey, and then 2010 the year we made Contact. So 2001 is considered like this like amazing movie. Like it's so amazing. 2001 Space Odyssey. Let's see what the Rotten Tomatoes is on that. Look at this. 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Meanwhile, the sequel has 68%. Like 2001 is fucking boring. That's why I've never watched it. I had an ex, and this was the same ex. We used to smoke a ton of weed. That's all we would do. Like we would both go to work. We'd each get home around 4 or 5 o'clock, and we just start smoking weed until around 11:30, and when we went to bed. This was like 20 some years ago. So we smoked a lot of weed, and she tried showing me this movie. And I was bored out of my mind while stoned, mind you. Where being stoned is supposed to make everything like, oh my God, the wall is amazing, right? But like this movie, it is so god awful boring because it's just these long, dramatic pans of like space. For like 5 minutes, just this like droning, just like space scene, and then like it's just an awful movie. It's a terrible movie.
Dave, do you mind if I ask you a personal...
And you probably have heard like, I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that, Dave. Or like you've probably heard that meme or moniker or whatever you want to call it. This is where it comes from, 2001 Space Odyssey. This is Hal. And then Hal's also in 2010. But oh my God, it's just such a It's just an awful movie. It's such an awful movie, and it's revered as like I think it's Stanley Kubrick's. It's like, what is Stanley Kubrick's? Yeah, Stanley Kubrick's dazzling Academy Award-winning achievement is a compelling drama of man versus machine, a stunning meld of music and motion. That's the thing. It's basically a fucking space musical. It's literally a fucking space musical. And it's not even like good music. It's just like, you know, the droning music I'll play sometimes in the background, and not like the Russian postmodern punk shit. I'm talking about like the let's see. Why won't YouTube be search when I just press tab? It's oh God, I'm angry now. Like if I search for copyright free depressing music, I'm sure it's going to get me to what I'm trying to get to. Okay, maybe not. Not depressing. Yeah, like this kind of shit, right? It's just this like long synth. Like that's all it is in 2001. No, actually, I clicked on this thinking this also might be a fair representation of the music of 2001. This music is too lively for the music in 2001. Oh God, it's terrible. Let me see. 2001 Space Odyssey best scene. Let's see. Yeah, here's the famous, I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
Okay, that took 13 seconds.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal.
It's so fucking awful.
Hello, Hal, do you read me?
This is like the most dialogue in the movie.
Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal? Do you read me, Hal?
And I get that it's like in space, and so they're trying to do the whole thing like, you know, there's no sound in space because it's a vacuum and the sound doesn't travel in a vacuum. Like, I fucking get it, okay? But there's a way to do that. Like, the movie Gravity does a lot of that, right? Like, the movie, like, which I think is a really good movie with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney and some other people. But, like, I think that's a really good movie, and it does that representation of, well, there's no sound in space because space is a vacuum and blah, blah, blah. Like you know, like, yeah, we get it. And it's done really well. But they do it so, like, fucking, like, 60% of the movie is just silence.
Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Oh, God, I fucking hate this movie. I hate this movie. TikTok generation would just absolutely die watching that. It's awful. It's awful. Have you seen the movie Moon? Oh yeah, with Sam. Don't tell me his name. Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell. Yes, that's a great movie. Actually, so me with the movie Moon. When I was going through cancer in 2009, I was very emotional. And I just remember watching that movie and crying. And like, I look back on it and I'm like, why was I crying? Oh, because I had cancer. That's why I was crying. But that's what I remember about the movie Moon. But I do remember it being a good movie. I really like Sam Rockwell, but Sam Rockwell, his best. This is Sam Rockwell's best. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
No, I moved here.
But if you have not watched White Lotus season 3, look up Sam Rockwell White Lotus monologue and just watch that. It's just Sam Rockwell for 4 minutes and 43 seconds doing this monologue, and it's kind of fucking it's amazing. It's amazing. Just watch it. Just watch it. I really like Sam Rockwell. He's kind of the GOAT. Justin says Moon is great. It was a good movie. I liked Moon a lot. Yeah, I just, like I said, I just remember crying. I just remember crying a lot during watching that movie. Okay. So I don't know that we're really going to accomplish anything more. White Lotus is probably next for me after Leftovers. I really like, so yeah. The nice thing about White Lotus is each season is kind of its own anthology. So season 2 is the only common theme is that there's like some mystery event. I'm not going to give it away, but there's some mystery event in each one. And they all take place at this chain of resorts that's called the White Lotus. That's what the White Lotus is in the show. The White Lotus is just a chain of resorts. You can kind of think of it as like a, not the Radisson. What's the famous one that the Four Seasons, right? You can kind of think of it as like a Four Seasons. It's kind of the same thing, White Lotus. That and Slow Horses, actually. I don't even know what Slow Horses is. Is that a show? Good UK secret agent show. Slow Horses. Funny too. I reckon. Oh, Jesus. No, I can't stand British humor. I can't do British humor. It's like some of it's good, but I like Peep Show. Like Peep Show, fucking love Peep Show. Peep Show is a masterpiece. Peep Show is amazing. And honestly, like if you're watching The Leftovers, like every time I would see Holy Wayne in The Leftovers, I could only think like, oh, so this is what happened to Johnson. Like that's all I can think. Like I'm constantly thinking like because that actor will forever be Johnson from Peep Show. He will forever be Mark's crush from Peep Show. Like Peep Show, great show. Justin, if you've never watched Peep Show, I think every season is available on YouTube. Amazing show. Hilarious. It kind of like towards the end of it, it's like it's okay. It's still worth watching, but like those first few seasons of Peep Show are incredible. Other than that, I can't do like British humor is just it's like okay, we get it. Matt, you've not seen Peep Show. You're British and you have not seen Peep Show? What? Well, I think Peep Show is very much like a Gen X thing. I feel like because it was like in its heyday in like the early 2000s. Like I think that's probably why. But Peep Show is hilarious. Oh, wait, what happened? Wait.
I don't normally do these kind of speeches, but this feels like a big moment.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, wait. I have used a computer before. I'm just... Oh, my God. Okay, let me stop this. Bring this over here. Okay, reverse this. Okay, let's see.
Look, I don't normally do these kind of speeches.
Oh, it's Gary Oldman.
This feels like a big moment, and if it all turns to shit, I might not see any of you again. You're fucking useless. The lot of you. Working with you has been the lowest point in the disappointing career. Right. Can't write, you're with me.
That's not bad. That's pretty funny.
Wait.
That's pretty funny. Justin says, I don't think I've watched it. Okay, he's talking about, okay. Most of the TV, okay, stop talking about her. Nobody cares about her. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, this. Okay. So I think we have figured out a good base of what to do, of how to get we figured out how to get a height map into the game. I think that this island actually is really good. I'm kind of with Matthew on it. Like, I think I do feel like it could be a little bit bigger. I'm not entirely happy with the scale. Yeah, I'm not like, I just feel like this should be a little bit smaller, but maybe it's fine. Actually, let's see. Let's try running to the other side of the island. I'll probably get bored because it's probably going to take like 5 minutes. Okay, so let me see. If we go over here. Okay. Yeah, maybe the scale's fine. It's big. It's still big. Enough room on this map to have hunting and hidden stashes. Yeah, I think so. Like when I went to St. Helena. Well, actually, before I went to St. Helena over the summer, I was really thinking about like St. Helena. Like I would look at a map of St. Helena and be like, wow, like I was thinking of St. Helena for this game because I always knew I wanted it to be on an island, and I was like, yeah, St. Helena for the game would be great. And then I got to St. Helena, and I'm like, St. Helena is really fucking big. Like I thought St. Helena was this small island in the middle of the Atlantic. It is, like when compared to Canada, or like when compared to it is a small island, but it's still a fucking big island. Like I was just surprised by how big it was. I don't know exactly what I was expecting. It's like bigger than Tahiti. I do love how that, like, I love that island out there. Like that's an island you could get to. Like that yeah, I kind of love this. I kind of love it. Which is bigger? The island of St. Helena or Tahiti? Wow. Okay. I'm completely wrong. Tahiti is huge compared. Tahiti's like 10 times the size of St. Helena. It didn't feel like it. Like, I'm surprised by that. Wait. No. That's correct. That's correct. Well, what about Moorea? What about Moorea? Moorea is this little island. Okay, Moorea is about the size of St. Helena. That doesn't feel right. Okay, so Moorea is this island where you can take a ferry. I took a ferry from Tahiti to Moorea in the rental car I had, and I circled Moorea in a day. Like, and actually like in like 2 hours. Like I circled the island of Moorea. And I kind of regretted not having stayed in Moorea when I went to Tahiti. Moorea is like, if you're going to go, oh, Jesus Christ. If you're going to go to Tahiti, I would not necessarily recommend staying on the main island of Tahiti, which is over here. And it's like, okay. That's why it's so much bigger. Is because I forgot that it has this little like subsection over here. It's actually attached. It's technically attached. It's not two islands. It's one island. But this island, Moorea, which actually might be something, might be another one I try importing into the game now that I think about it. I'm going to have to remember that for Friday. But I circled this in like 2 hours in a car. And St. Helena felt much bigger than Moorea. I don't know why. It just did. It just felt much bigger. But I think maybe it's because Moorea is relatively flat, or at least when you circle it, you're circling on the outer end of it, which is flat. Whereas in St. Helena, it's like very cliffs up and down. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. At this point, I'm just humble bragging. So I'm going to stop. Justin says, which is bigger? That's what she said. Anyway, boys, thanks for joining me tonight. Oh, let me check the mobile stream. Was there anybody over in the mobile stream saying anything? Nope. But there are some people there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to like this video, please. Like I said, it helps me in the algorithm, and I know you want to help me, so please help me. Please help me. So like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you. Let me start the music. I'll see you on Friday. I'll be back here 7 o'clock. Hope to see you then. All right. Bye, boys.
Как я люблю глубину твоих